The following is a special presentation of 18 WJTS Sports. Welcome to Indiana High School football on 18 WJTS TV. This game of high school football is proudly brought to you by Uvalor Chevy and Uvalor Toyota, Liuna of the Indiana Laborers District Council, Just Whimsy, Meyer Truck Equipment, DuBois County Tire, Mann Enterprises, Carpet Warehouse, and Maringer's Plumbing, Heating, and Air. It's time for kickoff. Let's head out to the field.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jasper High School football coverage here on 18 WJTS. I'm Carey Schneider, along with Craig Schneider and Jeremy Marcos. And tonight we're in the land of Huskiness, Bundren Stadium on the campus of North High School on the north end of Vanderburgh County, where the Wildcats are on the road again for the third time in as many weeks, third straight week. And, of course, they'll be finishing up on the regular season at home against Vincent's Lincoln next week before tournament gets underway following that. So, again, the Wildcats are taking on the North Huskies here at Bundren Stadium. Both teams are 3-4 coming into tonight's contest. Huskies last week picked up a victory over Vincent's Lincoln 28-12. And Craig, last week, the Wildcats of Jasper with a hard-fought but tough loss last week at Castle, losing 14-13 to the Knights.
Yeah, I watched that replay pretty closely the other night, and, it's one-point game. It was just one of those deals where it's like Jasper did an outstanding job on that final drive, and it was just running the ball pretty well. I mean, Holzman had 13 yards. Werner, 4 nice runs for 37 yards and finished off with the touchdown run. But unfortunately, it sounds like he's going to be out tonight with the injury that he suffered actually on that touchdown run. But, Jasper went for 2 there and just wasn't able to get it. Yet Levin did a kind of a direct snap to him, and, Castle just did an outstanding job of snuffing that out and stopping that. So, Jasper, hard-fought game, and the most impressive thing about that game is more so the defense because, Castle's a pretty high-scoring offense, and Jasper holding them to 14 points just kept us in the ballgame.
It was a very hard-fought game, and a game that the Wildcats came ready to play. There's no question about it. A lot of good work by the line, and hard-nosed running by A.J. Holzman with the 78-yard touchdown run to boot. Yeah,
no doubt about it. He had 13 rushes for 142 yards in the first scoring of the football game there in the first quarter. But, he did an outstanding job there. Mutel had 64 yards rushing, 50 yards passing, had that nice completion of 42 yards to Levin. But, and you looked at the total offense of that football game. Jasper had 337 total yards to Castle's 244. So even on paper, it looked like our offense was kind of playing a fairly good game compared to what Castle did. But, it just came down to one play, and unfortunately we weren't able to punch it in.
Well, again, this is the second last regular season game, regular season game of the year here in 2024. Will be next week, senior week at Alumni Stadium. So, Craig, think about some of the things that, Jasper needs to, kind of prepare as we have the last 2 weeks of the regular season before the playoffs start.
Oh, I think these last 2 weeks are huge, Carey, because, you look at this North team just starting tonight against Jasper. Both teams are 3-4, and you kind of go down the schedules here. They played a tight game against Castle to start the season, 14-11. We were 14-13 last week. Again, Wrights beat them by a couple scores. Same thing as the Jasper game. They pretty well got pounded by Memorial, but Memorial's killing everybody right now. Memorial's by far the best team in the conference and maybe in the state in 3A. But, I think it's just important because these teams are evenly matched. And if we can play a good, solid football team and prove ourselves here, it's just another stepping stone. Because I'm looking at the sectional, Carey, and I'm telling you, the last 2 weeks, Wrights has been pounded. I mean, Castle beat them 35-7. Memorial beat them 47-7. So, this is a Wrights football team that's reeling a little bit. And then, of course, you look at all the other teams in the section, which you don't want to overlook. And we've got the draw this weekend, so we'll see where everybody stands there. But, I think Jasper's got a great opportunity ahead of them.
Well, here's a kickoff by number 48, Derek Kirsch, and it will go out of bounds on the far sideline. Wildcats had Caden Ernie and Caden Ramos, back deep to receive, but the kickoff goes out of bounds, I believe, and we will take it to at the 35-yard line. So the North Huskies had won the toss and had deferred to kick to the Wildcats. So the Wildcat offense will have the first crack at it tonight, led by their quarterback, Max Butel. Butel, a 5'8 junior.
Yeah, and I think one of the key things for Jasper with Werner out, because he was getting a number of carries in the last few games and all that, so it's really going to fall on the shoulders of Holzman. And, boy, just immediately you see the defense of North just dominated on that play. Ricky White just laid him out.
Right, A.J. Holzman was popped by White. The second half second that he got that football, so that's going to result in a loss of 1, it looks like. That'll set it back to the 34-yard line, second down and 11.
Yeah, again, Jasper actually got really good field position with the ball being kicked out of bounds there, so just losing a yard there. Again, we're just going to have to come back here on second down and either get more manageable situation. So you give it to Holzman right there on the right side. So that's a good pickup of about 6 or 7.
Holzman on the carry over to the right side, and he was being wrapped up by Ricky White once again. So Holzman meets White on the first 2 plays of tonight's ball game. He will take it to the 40-yard line. That should bring up will bring up third down and 5 from the 40. So third down situation coming up here for the Wildcats on their first drive, on their first series. Again, Holzman behind Butel. Handoff goes to Caden Ernie. Caden tries to go inside. He's going to pick up about 2, it looks like it's going to be 2 to the 42 before he is brought down.
Yeah, they tried to run that counter play. North snuffed it out right away, and that's the thing. Whenever Jasper runs that, again, you're just trying to throw the defense off, but they did an outstanding job just right up the middle. Number 99 making a play with Zethan Colin.
Well, it looks like the Wildcats have elected to punt, as Owen Rice will come on. He's done a fine job in punting this year. He started out the season with a little bit of an injury. Lone man back for North is number 22, Braden Egli. High punt. They will let it roll inside the 10 to the 6 and right just shy of the 5-yard line. So excellent punt by Owen Rice. The Wildcats get the friendly bounce, and they will force North to start their first drive this evening deep in their own territory.
Yeah, and they're going to be led by their quarterback, Jacob Tenbarge. He's passed for 684 yards. He's completed 62% of his passes for 5 touchdowns. He's thrown 5 picks. Last week against Vincennes, 14 of 21 for 129 yards and a touchdown.
Some of their other offensive players, including Jason Rucker and Grayson and Skelton and Garnett, are the receivers. A man is in motion. There's a fumble on the snap. And it looks like the Huskies will come up with it. Number 1, Jason Rucker, the running back, was able to land on it for North.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of Rucker tonight. Rucker's had 98 carries for 590 yards, and he's had 2 games of over 100 yards. Last week, actually rushed for just under at 10 carries on 96 yards, had a 39-yard touchdown run. So he's definitely a guy that's going to get his hands on the football tonight.
That miscue resulted in a loss of 1, second down 11 now from the 4. Tenbarge out of the shotgun from the end zone, and Rucker on the carry slips and falls near the goal line. So Jasper defense pursuing on that play, Craig, and nearly forcing a safety.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I mean, they read it pretty well from the start. So he was trying to sweep to the outside, and again, 2 plays and minus 4 yards. And so, yeah, 3rd and long, and if they're gonna throw the football, they're gonna be in the end zone.
So after that 2-yard loss out, and that is going to bring up now 3rd down and 13. From the 2. So big opportunity for Jasper's defense here to keep North from coming up with a big play.
Yeah, keep an eye on Cole McBride, number 3. No, actually, they throw it out here, and, I think they were just trying to get a little bit more manageable situation, maybe for a punt. But, yeah, that pass was dropped right there by Skelton, number 8.
Hunter Skelton was the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 4th down. So the Wildcat defense does a great job forcing North Of course, that was all set up by a fine punt by Rice.
Right.
Put North way back deep in their own territory. A couple of miscues and on a bad snap and whatnot. And as a result, we got Caden Ernie standing all the way back at just to the 30.
Yeah, not much
for
respect
this
for
punt,
his punting abilities.
As let's see, North's punter will be Xavier Mitchell. He had to punt it from the back in the end zone. And that punt will take a Jasper roll as well from Mitchell. Looks like we're at the 23. So Jasper with excellent field position on their second drive of the night. 1st and 10 from the North 23.
Yeah, you had Ernie right there at the 30-yard line. Like I said, it didn't look like he was respecting his punting ability, but, boy, he's even worse than that. So Jasper with unbelievable field position here, and it's just a situation where, again, power football is going to win this football game, or at least on this particular drive, we just got to punch it right in.
So with Holzman behind him, 1st and 10 Jasper from the 23-yard line. Butel under center with Levin and Ernie to his left and right. Heichelbeck in the tight end spot. Hand off to Holzman. A.J. across the 15, down to about the 12-yard line.
Humongous hole that the offensive line opened right there, and it was just real easy for number 8 to just zip right through. And, again, I love what we see with Holzman running the football and also with Levin. They run very hard. They put every bit of effort into it, and that's the reason why, instead of being stopped, 2 or 3 yards into the play, he's got a 13-yard gain.
With our oriented run offense, those are two guys right there you want to see have the football more often as much as possible. There's Holzman again, cross the 10, inside the 5, and down at about the 3. Looks like number 27 on the tackle for North, Armand Kincaid, along with DeJean Gray making the stop on the play. That'll bring up 2nd down and about 1 at the 2. Make that the 3.
Yeah, we just need to finish it right here. Again, Holzman with 2 hard runs, picking up 11 and then 9 right there. So 2nd and short, but again, more importantly, we're inside the 5 and ready to score here.
Handoff goes to A.J., and he's going to get stuffed at the line probably for no gain at best. There's a host of Husky tacklers converge on the play, and led up by number 28, I believe that is, for the Huskies. Braylon Lewis, 68, made this tackle on the play, that is. And that is Mike Epps.
Yeah, we went to the left side that time and just trying to follow behind Jesse Ubelor, but North just had too much power on that side, and so I think we should try the right side again.
Levin takes the snap in the quarterback spot, similar to the play that Jasper tried on that 2-point conversion last week against Castle, and he will take it down to about the 1, it looks like, maybe 2.
Yeah, right away right there, Ricky White read that. He didn't make the tackle in the backfield, but he slowed it up enough, but Jasper was able to get enough for the 1st down.
So 1st and goal at the 1. Heichelbeck splits on the far side along with number 5, Max Butel on the as Levin again in the quarterback spot. Jack keeps it. Jack tries to pound his way, but he is going to be stopped again by the interior line of the Huskies, led by number 53 on the bottom there. 63, actually. Ben Brasher made the stop on the play. That's going to call it no gain, and that'll bring up 2nd down now from the 1.
Yeah, good. Also a good read by Lane Haywig right there to come up, number 0. And, again, that's basically a play that we tried on that 2-point conversion. We got enough for the 1st down last time. Weren't able to punch it there, so I think Jasper needs to kind of look at something else on the playbook right now.
Let's go back to the basic power. Holzman, if you ask me, and that's a timeout for Jasper. They're going to discuss it at this point. 5:44 to go in the first quarter of play. No score, but Jasper, when we return, we'll have 2nd and goal from the 1 here on 18 WJTS.
Ubelor Chevy in Jasper, Indiana is your headquarters for new half-ton Silverados. And we've got them in stock. Choose from LTs, RSTs, Trail Bosses, and even High Countries. All in stock now. If we don't have the truck you're looking for, we can get it for you. The Chevy Silverado has a heritage and a history like no other truck, and now is a great time to buy one. Find your Silverado at Ubelor Chevy in Jasper. Online at ubelorgm.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
5:44 to go in the first quarter as we return to Bunchard Stadium. Carey Schneider, Craig Schneider, Jeremy Marcos. Second down and goal at the 1 for the Wildcats. Butel back at the quarterback spot is now Holzman again behind him. Handoff goes to A.J. Second effort gets looks like into the end zone. Does he make it? They're going to call him down.
Short.
They're going to say he's down, and the side judge of the far side comes in, and he will hold him down. And now third down and goal at the 1.
Yeah, he's basically just inches away
just
right
the
there.
nose is right there, as you saw right a second ago.
But the main thing with the Holzman, again, that second effort, the hole was just completely plugged, nothing there. So he just lowers his head, tries to extend it a little bit further out. Not able to punch it in, but again, we got 2 more plays here. Just keep giving it to number 8.
Third and goal from the 1. Butel will take it into the end zone for the touchdown.
There you go. We'll take that too.
So Max Butel from 1 yard out hits pay dirt. The Wildcats draw first blood with 5:04 to go. It's Jasper 6, North 0.
Yeah, you get that kind of field position starting at the 23-yard line of North. You got to be able to get it into the end zone, and that's exactly what Jasper did there. Probably made it a little bit tougher than what it needed to be, but bottom line is we got 6 on the board, looking for 7.
Once again, Marvin Mejia has done a fine job all year long on extra point kicks with A.J. Holzman to hold for him.
Fine job.
Very fine. Like Tim Coleman would say, that's a fine automobile.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Put some Fado tires on it.
No kidding. So Mejia's on, left-footed kicker. Ball is down, the kick is up, and it looks good, and it is good. 7-0 Jasper. 5:04 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
McDonald's is committed to being the best first job in America with flexible schedules, professional training, customer service, and leadership opportunities, along with competitive wages and paid vacation. You could earn up to $3,000 in educational benefits while learning work skills that will help you in any career field. Further your education with Indiana Tech by getting 20% off their tuition rate. Team members receive free meals on the clock and a 30% discount while off duty. McDonald's is committed to helping you succeed. Explore McDonald's job opportunities at manmcdonalds.com.
Back at Bunchard Stadium, the Wildcats lead at 7-0 after a Max Butel 1-yard run. Holton Smith set the kickoff for the Wildcats to Darian Walker and Jason Rucker. The 2 men back deep to receive for the Huskies. Here comes the kick, and it is a line drive kick, it looks like. It's going to be taken by Rucker, and he cuts it inside to the 30. And he will be brought down at about the 33-yard line. The flag is down. Luke Heichelbeck makes the stop for Jasper, but we'll see what the flag is all about.
I think it's going to be a face mask.
They are pointing towards Jasper.
Yeah, it was just right there at the end of that tackle, so it tells me it's probably going to be a face mask or something along those lines. But, yeah.
It is a face mask against Jasper on the return.
The thing is, you give Rucker an opportunity right there. Jasper did a good enough job, to keep him around the 30-yard line. But, of course, the penalty is going to add more to it. Oh, wait a minute.
Well, they just
only
put it
5
down.
yards?
Only 5 yards, maybe call it inadvertent or something.
I guess.
So there's
I
only
didn't know that was still an option.
I don't.
Okay.
I've slept since. Anyway, first and 10 for the Huskies at the 38. Here on the carry is number 0, DeJon Grabely, was it? In on the stop for the Wildcats was Drake Hagan and Jalen Manners, who was started last week for the first time against the Castle Knights. Manners, a sophomore, 6'3". Second down and 5 from the 42. Shares out a shotgun, throws a pass on the near side, is incomplete. Lukemeyer defending on the play for the Wildcats. That'll bring up third down and 5 now from the 42.
Yeah, just trying to throw it out there in the flat to Cole McBride, number 3, and he didn't get it. Again, you got to throw that ball on a BB because he just kind of lofted out there, and if he puts a little bit more zip on it to get to the sideline, he can complete that play. But if you just kind of toss that thing out there, actually it sets up for an opportunity to pick it off.
So third down and 5. Call it actually about the 43, where's the ball spotted. 10 Barge out of the gun again. Looks for the same pass over on this side. It is complete this time by number 3, Cole McBride. And Caden Ernian on the tackle for the Wildcats. But not before the Huskies are able to advance to the 46-yard line.
Yeah, he threw a much better ball on that one. Again, that's kind of ball he should have thrown on the one out to the flat, but he's got a guy kind of running that button hook right there, getting enough for that first down, so pick up about 11 on that play.
At the 46-yard line, first down and 10. And Barge out of the gun. He actually hands it off to number 20 on the far side. He is on his, or 21, I should say, and still on his feet. Actually out of bounds now at the, on the carry was number 21, Avier Mitchell. Peter makes this tackle on the play. See where they spotted about the third, 20.
Yeah, he must have stepped out of bounds or something.
Yeah, he got him back at the 27.
Okay.
Yeah.
So about a 20-yard run.
So nice run by Avier Mitchell. Puts the Huskies into Jasper territory at the 27-yard line, first down and 10. Goes to Mitchell again. Mitchell will be upended by number 20 for the Wildcats, Jaden Peak.
Yeah, Mitchell's a running back. He's got 72 carries coming into this ball game, 336 yards. Last week, 30 yards, and he scored a touchdown against Ben Sins. So he is a good number 2 option for them when they run the football, and he's showing it so far tonight.
Second down and 8 after that pickup of 2 at the 25-yard line. 3:25 to go in the first quarter, 7-0 Jasper. 10 Barge out of the gun with Mitchell to his right. 10 Barge will fire downfield, incomplete to intended for number 10, Evan Garnett, with Caden Ernie defending for the Wildcats.
Yeah, just running him on a post right there. Again, if he hits him right in the numbers, he was open, but a little bit too high on that pass. Otherwise, they'd have a touchdown on the board.
So third down now coming up, 3rd and 8 at the 25.
It's big for the Wildcat defense here. 3rd and long.
10 Barge hands it off to Mitchell. He cuts inside. He spins off a tackler. He's got the first down and more to about the 11.
Yeah, Mitchell with a very nice run there. Again, he's getting outstanding work from that right side of their offensive line. And so, yeah, he just kind of marched all the way down to the 12-yard line, so setting them up in really good scoring position right now.
So down to the 12-yard line. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. 1st and 10 for the Huskies, knocking on the Wildcats' door to answer their first touchdown of the night. 10 Barge again out of the gun. Fakes the handoff to Mitchell, fires a pass incomplete, intended for number 10, Evan Garnett.
Yeah, right there, I don't know why 10 Barge is being in. I mean, I know it's a quick play, but his man's wide open, and he's just not on target right now. Again, he's completed 62% of his passes on the year, but he's missing his targets so far, and that's to the advantage of Jasper.
So I bring up 2nd down and 10 at the 12. Clock is stopped after that incomplete pass. The Huskies break their huddle, and 10 Barge again out of the gun with Mitchell to his left. He'll roll to his left. Fires a pass complete and into the end zone for a touchdown is number 4, Grant Happy. So Happy on the reception for a touchdown pass play, and the Huskies immediately answer the Wildcats, and they now trail it 7-6.
Yeah, it's one of those rollouts. It's designed that way. You've got 3 receivers all going the same way, one about 5 yards, one about 10, and then one's going to be going towards the corner. And he found the guy right in the middle. Jasper had defenders on the other 2, but the other one was just wide open. And, again, 10 Barge this time put the pass on the money for the score.
Derek Kirsch is set for the extra point kick, which is going to be short, and the Wildcats will maintain a 7-6 lead. 7-6 Wildcats, 2:40 to go in the first quarter. We'll be back after this.
After a long day of digging holes and keeping cats out of my yard, I'll wind down on a nice, comfy, soft cloud. My human buys the best fluffy stuff from Carpet Warehouse.
At Carpet Warehouse, you'll find a floor that will please the whole family, even the ones with 4 legs. Rory loves to cool off by laying on laminates, tile, vinyl, or wood. You'll love them for their style and many selections.
Carpet Warehouse. Quality I can lay on. Quality you can stand on.
Back once again at Bundren Stadium, where the Wildcats lead the Huskies up north 7-6. Derek Kirsch, who missed the extra point kick to help the Wildcats maintain their lead, will kick off to Caden Ernie and Caden Ramos. And it looks like that's Ernie who's going to bring it up. Caden spins off a tackle, takes it about the 40-yard line. So nice return by number 0 for the Wildcats, Ernie the senior. He was tackled by number 0 for the North Huskies, DeJon Gray. And ball will be spotted at the 40-yard line, so the Wildcats will start their next drive. Craig's 1st and 10.
Yeah, again, pretty good field position there. North actually on their last drive went 62 yards for their scoring drive, highlighted by good runs by number 21 Mitchell. So Jasper's just going to have to counter right here. Got a break on the extra point miss there, but Jasper with a slim 7-6 lead, but we can build it on a good drive on this drive.
Butel fakes a handoff and keeps the football, and he's going to pick up maybe 2 on that play before he's brought down by number 5, it looked like, Ricky White Jr.
Jasper trying the right side there. Again, that's where they've had most of their success, so I'm sure North's probably making some defensive adjustments.
Yeah, I was going to say they've had some pretty good pursuit on the defensive end on that play. So 2nd down and 8 from the 42. Same formation. Holzman will get the carry, and A.J. will take it to about the 44 for another pickup of 2.
Yeah, offensive line moved them a little bit there, but just not opening the hole enough. So
that'll bring up a big 3rd down and 6 now at the 44 for the North defense. I'm sure they'd love to get the football back after scoring on their last drive. So 3rd down and 6 at the 44. Butel back, fires a pass that is incomplete, intended for Lukemeyer, and it'll be 4th down for Jasper.
Not what you wanted to see from the Jasper offense, a 3 and out. The pass play, I'm not going to say wasn't there, but it just wasn't executed very well there. So
Wildcats in punt formation. Owen Rice back to punt. And Eagle-Eye, the only man back for the Huskies, back at about the 16 or 17-yard line. High punt. Eagle-Eye will pick it up and run with it for a short distance before he's knocked out of bounds by number 20, and that was Jaden Peak.
I don't know what he thought he was going to get out of that. You got a ball that's kind of right there on the sideline, let it drop. I mean, it might have gone back another yard or so, but maybe saved himself about 2 yards.
The last punt, he got a blessing of a good roll there that pinned the Huskies back deep in their own territory. This time they're still kind of further back about let's see, where are we? About 24. The 24. So the 24-yard line where Huskies will start a new drive, 1st and 10.
I think it's important for the Wildcats to basically an answer with a 3 and out so that we can kind of keep that field shifted, because if their punter has to punt in this situation, chances are we're going to have the football midfield, but we got to make stops here.
Pass is complete to number 4, and it's going to be brought down by Landon Allbrand. The reception was made by Grant Happy, and Landon Allbrand brought him down to about the 25.
Yeah, they're just trying to screen out there and setting up the blocks. Too many times you get wide receivers out there trying to make that block. They'll kind of grab on to the defensive back, but sometimes they let them get away with it. Sometimes they don't. That time they did.
30 seconds to go in the quarter. 2nd down and 9 at the 25. 10 Barge, high snap gets behind him, and he's going to have to land on it back at about the 11. So big break for Jasper. as it looked like Tin Bars was looking where his receivers was going before as that snap came to him, because he was literally looking to his left when that ball went over his right shoulder.
Yeah, a lot of times you're just trying to, you're just assuming that ball's going to be right there. It wasn't a bad snap, I don't think. But, yeah, just like you said, I think he just took his eyes off of it, was looking downfield. So
it's going to result in a loss of about probably about 10 or so either way. And that brings us to the end of the first quarter with the score Jasper 7, the North Huskies 6. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Think about the journey, not about how you're getting there. The all-new Michelin LTX MS2, engineered for 2 extra years of tread life. Available at DuBois County Tire and Supply in Jasper.
Big or small, we service all. DuBois County Tire.
Stadium as we bring you the second quarter here on 18 WJTS. Along with Craig Schneider and Jeremy Marcos, I'm Carey Schneider, and the Wildcats lead at 7-6, Craig, as we start the second quarter with third and long for the Huskies back at the 12.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how aggressive North wants to get on this play. Again, third and very long. You're deep in your territory, but again, their punter's not the best, so, this is a great opportunity for Jasper, and good job to get the pressure right in his face.
Tried a dump pass there to Jason Rucker. I almost said Darius because you got that in my head now. But Jason Rucker was the intended receiver. That'll bring up fourth down for the Huskies. So the Huskies in punt formation. Looks like, once again, of course, Avier Mitchell will do the punting chores with – Ernie back to receive for the Wildcats. Actually, that's number 35 is now punting on this play. And it looks like they put in Aiden Baggett.
I thought he called a fair catch, but he let it drop. Boy, that cost him about 17 more yards.
They look rolled dead at the 37-yard line, it looks like. So Jasper will take over 1st and 10 from their own 37.
Yeah, in that situation, Ernie's got to be aware of that because, again, he catches that football. We're midfield, but instead, boy, you just give him another 13 yards back. That just totally changes kind of your mindset as far as starting this next drive. But Jasper's just got to execute, and we just got to continue to move the football. And, because, again, I think points can be scored against this North defense, but Jasper just has to play a little bit better offense.
From the 37-yard line, 1st down and 10. Pitch goes to Ernie. He'll try the left side. Caden tries to get around the end, and he will take it to about just short of the 40-yard line to the 39.
Yeah, just trying to get the ball into Ernie's hands here offensively. I think that's a good play call there. Didn't gain a lot, but, again, I just feel like you got to utilize your weapons and mix things up. Again, it was a lot of Holzman in the power game early on, but let's start seeing what we can get out of Levin and Ernie, because North, I think, has made some adjustments to stop that play up the middle.
2nd down and 8 after that pickup of 2 from the 39. Handoff goes to Holzman. AJ across the 40 to about the 43.
Yeah, that play I think is a little bit more the traditional triple option where, again, that's going to be the read by the quarterback. So he gave it up to the first man through. But it seemed like once he gave that up, it opened up. And, again, I don't know how the defense is reacting to the initial play, but it looked like things opened up a little bit to the left side. So let's see if Max kind of reads that differently next time.
3rd down and 4 from the 43-yard line. Butel again under center with AJ behind him. Pitches over here to Levin. Jack cuts inside. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50, and a flag is down. So flag is down. Wait for the indication, but
yeah, it's right there at the line of scrimmage.
We got a pretty good idea what we're going to see.
Yeah.
As they talk to the North defense, of course, and it will be a holding against the Wildcats. So Jasper loses their 1st down. And we'll mark it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because Jasper executed that play very nicely. The option coming to our near side over here. Levin saw that block, and again, it might have been a hold that opened things up, so you never know because the flag came late. later than, on the initial snap of the football. So what that tells me is that block that opened up things for him to get that yardage, I think, was obviously a hold. So, that's the advantage that they got there.
So instead of having a first down, it'll be 3rd and very long for the Wildcats back at their own 42 as they have 3 receivers going to go on the far side, it looks like.
Well, it's definitely a passing situation, 3rd and long here.
And a whistle.
And we got a false start.
And we got a false start against Jasper. Attack 5 more against the Wildcats.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a nice drive here for the Wildcats. Penalties killing it. So a holding penalty and then pushing them back 5 more. And again, Jasper's not the best passing football team. And, they rely on rollouts and play action plays. But, again, this should be a situation here where North ought to be able to cover this pretty easily. So Jasper's going to have to really have kind of a miracle play to get this first down, I think.
3rd down and forever from the 27. So the Wildcats go back with Utel under center. And Holzman sits behind him. And what the holdup exactly is, whistle. We got a delay of game against the Wildcats. I thought I heard a whistle, but I thought they were just starting to play. But anyway, it's the delay of game for the Cats, so now we're back to 17. So, the 22. Excuse me.
Well, here's the deal. What this does is now you're really shifting the football field. I mean, because again, Jasper, if we don't get much on this play, going to have to punt it. North's going to have outstanding field position. So these penalties are just really affecting what's going on here.
Holzman on the carry, and he's going to get across the 25 to about the 26. And needless to say, the Wildcats will punt. So on the tackle for the Huskies was number 68, Mike Epps. So what was started out as a very promising drive just got worse and worse as each play came along.
Oh, 3 straight penalties there, a hold, a false start, and delay a game.
So Owen Rice on the punt. Cats need a big one from Owen, and they may have gotten it there. That's a nice punt, but a fair catch will be called by number 22, it looks like, for the Huskies. Braden Egley on the fair catch. And the Huskies will have it, looks like, where are we at? About the 42, and it's about a 36-yard punt, I believe.
Yeah, I'd say in this situation for North, again, their best success on that last drive was giving it to Mitchell. And I don't know if the situation with Jason Rucker, because we've not seen him carry the football, and I don't think he's on the football field. So he may have been injured on that kickoff return earlier, so I think we're going to be seeing Mitchell the rest of the night.
Tenbarge out of the gun. He will hand it off. Upended by number 2. Jude Peter was number 21 on the carry. Avier Mitchell. So Mitchell picks up, looks like 5 on the play, should bring up 2nd down and 5 at the 42, at the 47.
Yeah, it doesn't look like you're missing much with Mitchell because he's had some really good runs. He's reading things very well at the line of scrimmage there, and then, he's just got the quickness to be able to accelerate. So good 5-yard run for the young running back there.
So 2nd down and 5 from the 47. We got a timeout called by the Wildcats. So Jasper calls their 2nd timeout of the half with 8:32 to go in the second half of play, or second quarter play. And we'll take a break and come back after this on WJTS.
This is Tony Ubelard, Ubelard Toyota in Jasper. Truck lovers know the Toyota Tundra for its legendary strength and reliability. The new Tundras are long on comfort, technology, and safety too. Right now, we've got plenty of new Tundras in stock, with options for every purpose and budget. Loaded with features to help you get things done. We have flexible financing and lease options as well. Find your new Tundra today at Ubelard Toyota in Jasper, where customers send their friends for hardworking trucks since 1929.
Back at Budrid Stadium, 7-6, Jasper leads it. 8:32 to go in the second quarter. North facing 2nd down and 5 at the 47. Snap goes, a handoff goes to number 21 for the Huskies. Xavier Mitchell with Jalen Manners making the tackle.
Yeah, again, the offensive line deserves a lot of the credit on that play because, again, once he got that football into his hands untouched pretty well until he got, 4 yards down the field. So, yeah, I just think Jasper defensively has got to plug things up a little bit more there.
3rd down and 1, and the Wildcats jump, and the Huskies will pick up a 1st down as a result of that miscue.
Yeah, I think we're kind of seeing a situation here with the penalties now are starting to come into play. Again, we just saw it on the offensive side there. Now the defense gets a 3rd and short. Doesn't have the concentration there because they're going to go with a hard count usually in that situation to get a freebie, and Jasper just fell for it.
5 yards result of that penalty will bring up 1st and 10 for North at Jasper's 44-yard line. Handoff goes to Mitchell. He is chased down by number 9 for the Wildcats, Owen Rice, and he will be taken to, and a penalty flag is down.
Yeah, Rice came from the opposite side and just couldn't quite get the grasp on him, but I think he might have got enough jersey there, but they're actually going to call a chop block or something there.
Penalty is against the Huskies. See where they put the football after this. Take it all the way back.
They're going 10 yards, yeah.
At the 46. Don't keep going from there.
Well, it's a 15
yeah.
Okay.
So down to the 41. He stopped at the 46 and said, oh, give him 5 more.
Well,
we'll take it.
Well, I told you these two teams mirror each other coming into this football game. Similar records, similar results against common opponents and all that. Now they're starting to have penalty problems. So
It's been a penalty fest so far in this game here.
That's 2 drives.
Pass up the middle is
there we go.
Is it intercepted?
Yes.
It was intercepted. Jack Levin on the interception. I thought he might have trapped it. So.
No. Yeah, that was just one of those where that's all on Ten Barge. Again, Ten Barge had wide open going down the field. If he just put some air underneath that football, Evan Garnett's on his way in the end zone, and we're looking at a score. But, he just – I don't know if he was expecting him to cut in a different way. Again, I don't know what the play caller is or anything like that, but the quarterback threw it right to the defender. It was an easy interception.
So 1st and 10, Jasper takes over at the 40. Butel with Levin and Ernie to his left and right, and behind him is Holzman, who will take the handoff. Take that back. Pitch goes to Ernie. Ernie tries the far side, and he will get it to close to about the midfield stripe.
All right, so Jasper getting a little bit more aggressive on the option play there. That time they were able to get it to Ernie. If Ernie kind of cuts a little bit wider to get towards the sideline, he started to kind of cut up north a little bit there. That might have cost him a few extra yards. But still a good play.
Yeah, okay, so he's just shy of the 50-yard line. 2nd down and 6 from the 49. 44, excuse me, on my bad. Actually, here is the carry by Holzman.
Yeah, I think that's a good play call as well because, again, let's just see what we got up the middle. We've been trying to work the outside a little bit with the running game. Holzman's able to pick up some solid yards, sets up a 3rd and short.
So 3rd down and 3. And it looks like we have an official timeout for a little adjustment of a helmet or something there on the north defender. Clock starts up again at 6:15 to go in the second quarter. Butel on the carry. He will take it across the 50 to the 49 of the Huskies. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
Yeah, another part of that triple option there is really how well you keep the ball into the fullback because, again, that's going to draw 2 or 3, sometimes 4 defenders, and I think Butel did a great job there. He pulled it back out at the right time, was able to get that 1st down yardage.
First and 10, Jasper at the Huskies 49. Holzman on the carry is upended on the play by number 0, DeJohn Gray, for a pickup of 1.
Yeah, Gray just wasn't picked up on that play because, he's got to come up to make that play, so he just kind of stunted into that spot and was just in the perfect spot to be able to stop that for nothing.
So Wildcats with nearing about 5:10 to go in the quarter. Cats love to pick up the score, obviously, before the half as the Huskies wanted the football to start the second half.
There's plenty of time on the clock to be able to continue with your standard offense, but Jasper looking throw here.
Butel up the middle, passes incomplete. Nice defensive play by number 27 for the Huskies, Amon Kincaid.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you on that particular play there, if Heichelbeck gets a little bit more aggressive going after the football, it came down to 2 different guys had a chance for that football. One guy wanted it a little bit more, and he almost makes the interception. But if Heichelbeck kind of goes up and brings that ball down, that's a big play for Jasper. So, again, he's just got to be a little bit more aggressive when the ball's thrown in his area.
Well, the ball was in the breadbasket, as they say, but like I said, nice defensive play by Amon Kincaid to knock it out. Third down now for the Wildcats at the 49. Butel again back. He'll throw a pass to
out there. There we go.
Pass is complete to number 99 for the Wildcats, Hunter Eckert. So Eckert come out of nowhere on the offensive end. Makes a great catch. Good fine run afterwards, Craig, to pick up the first down.
Yeah, and he had blockers in front of him too. So again, that's one of those plays where Jasper's just trying to throw him off because, again, most of our pass plays were rolling out. So he rolls out to the right, just misdirection going the other way where the tight end's waiting for it, and you got blockers downfield.
From the 35-yard line, first down and 10 for the Wildcats. Handoff, or actually Butel keeps it, and Max will take it across the 35 to about the 33.
Depends on the spot.
He definitely got across the 35, but one referee on the far sidelines standing right at the 35-yard line. He definitely got farther than that. So we're going to discuss maybe where the spot is right now.
He's putting it right there.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
Wow.
Oh, my gosh. So no gain? Or what the heck?
Minimal.
One gain.
Yeah.
1 yard gain, obviously. Second down and 9.
Yeah,
Second down and 9 at 35. Here's A.J. on the carry. A.J. was wrapped up initially right away by number 49 for the Huskies, and that is James Beck. But he took Beck with him for about an extra 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, he fought for those 3 yards that he got on that play because Beck was just right there waiting for him, squared him up, but that's what Holzman brings to the game. He's never given up on a play. So if he's going to take that initial pop at the line of scrimmage, he's still going to give that effort to give you an extra 2 or 3 yards. And those are big yards here in a third down situation here.
Handoff goes to Ernie. Caden across the 20, inside the 10, 5, and into the end zone for a touchdown from 32 yards out. Nice hit-around play there on the counter there to Caden Ernie. Ernie takes it for 32 yards on the score. And the Wildcats now lead it 13-6.
Yeah, Caden Ernie ran very hard on that play and read everything perfectly, cut back across the field there, and just took it for a nice run. So, but the main thing is great execution on the offensive line because that's a misdirection play, and North didn't see it coming, but Jasper also made sure that they stayed on their assignments there on the front line and were able to open that up.
So here comes the extra point kick. Is up, and it is good. 14-6. Wildcats lead it with 2:59 to go in the first half. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Just Whimsy on the Square in Jasper is your exclusive ladies' boutique, carrying a variety of incomparable top designers. You can select apparel from their large variety of elaborate accessories. Stop in for unique gifts like art from local artists and home decor. Think local, buy local. Just Whimsy on the Square in Jasper.
Back at Bundred Stadium where the Wildcats take a 14-6 lead with 2:59 to go, Craig. We were just talking off air just now about the hard run by Caden Ernie on that 32-yard score. But, boy, he had a hole that you could run a truck through, as they would say.
There's no doubt about it. And, again, he with his quickness, just getting him running north and south there, made a couple adjustments to finish it off. But, yeah, just an outstanding play call, an outstanding play execution, and that's why Jasper's got 14 on the board now.
So Colton Smith on for the kickoff. Smith's kick is going to be taken at the 10, 20, cuts inside, and still on his feet, and finally ripped out. If he would gone down, I think he ended up losing about 5 yards almost on that. Anyway, on the return was Darian Walker for the Huskies.
Yeah, really nice effort by number 14 out there. It was a returnable football. He fielded it right around the 10 or so, but, yeah, Jasper was able to get aggressive, but he did not want to go down, so a good run.
Ethan Young and Drake Hagan, along with number 12, Dylan Robling, combined to make the tackle on that play on the return. Let's see, we're at the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Huskies. Handoff goes to number 1, Rucker. And he is going to be brought down by number 10 for the Cats, Elliott Smith.
Yeah, Rucker back in the football game. We hadn't seen him since earlier in the first quarter.
First series there, yeah. So Rucker pretty well calling no gain. Second down, well, they'll give him one on the play on the scoreboard. Second down and 9 at the 30.
Yeah, 2:19 on the clock. We'll see if North starts getting a little bit more aggressive with their passing game, trying to get the football down the field, but bad snap. Oh, boy, that's...
And Ted Barge is going to have to lay right on it for a big loss for the Knights. Excuse me, I've still got Castle in my mind for the Huskies.
Yeah, just such a frustrating situation because, again, you've got your plays called. You've got everybody all ready to do that. You can't handle the snap, or a snap's just too low, and it just blows everything up. And just really puts too much pressure on this North offense to try to come up with a 3rd and long that they've not really been able to convert much tonight.
Well, they're going to put it back at the 20-yard line, so that'll be a 9-yard loss on that play. 3rd down and 19 now coming up from the 20. So Tin Barge again out of the gun. Looks to the near side. Pass is complete to number 4, Grant Happy. And if the ball is loose, did they roll it foot recovery? And they're going to call it. It looks like they're going to give it to North. They're going to rule it down.
They're saying it's elbow. Well,
now it's Jasper's football. First they were ruling the ball was down, and now the official came in and I guess overruled it. Either way, it's Jasper football.
Well, the line judge right there was completely indecisive. You know, he didn't know what to call, and then so the other official, thank goodness, saw something better and actually gave Jasper the football. So a great advantage and opportunity for the Wildcats here to put more points on the board with just 1:20 to go.
Sounds like Elliott Smith made the recovery for the Wildcats, and Jasper will have it back at the 32-yard line, Craig. So Cats in fine position right now to perhaps try to pick up another score before the half.
Yeah, plenty of time to kind of run your offense. Again, you got to be quick, but 1:20, we can do this.
Butel out of the gun with 3 receivers on the far side. He will roll out to his left. He'll fire a pass that is incomplete, intended for Jack Levin.
There was a lot of green in front of the quarterback there. He, tried to rifle the pass. I think that he could have probably got the same amount of yardage if he just ran the football and raced towards the sideline to stop that clock, but falls incomplete, and so we get nothing out of it, actually.
Incomplete stops the clock nonetheless at 1:15 to go in the half.
Nonetheless.
Nevertheless. Always more. Second down and 10, 1:15 as we said. Same formation for the Cats.
Good block here.
Exactly, and
Max decided to do that.
And he's going to keep it, and he's going to take it out of bounds. Ran out of bounds by number 5, Ricky White, and see where the spot is? Looks like at about the 26.
Yeah, good pickup, about 6 yards on the play.
And that'll stop the clock with 1:09 to go.
Well, again, what he could have done on the last play, I felt like, but he read it better there because they pretty well ran the same play. But I'd like to see, I think it might have been Holzman that picked up that block that opened that up for him.
It
so
was.
good job of the Wildcats to give the opportunity for the quarterback to gain a good yardage there, and he gets out of bounds too.
Here's Holzman on the carry, and he will take it across the 20, or to the 20 actually, and a first down is going to stop the clock with 1:03 to go.
Yeah, 1:03 on the clock. We're good yet. Timeout situation.
One for the Wildcats.
One.
It says it still says 3 on the scoreboard, but Jasper does have 2 timeouts used in this half. And it looks like North is going to burn a timeout with actually just 59 seconds on the clock. And when we return, it'll bring up 1st and 10 for the Cats at the 20-yard line. We'll take a break and come back after this. Just under a minute to go here at Bundren Stadium before halftime. 1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the 20-yard line, Craig, with a chance to put one more on the board before the break.
Yeah, if Jasper can score on this drive, I think it's going to kind of put us in control of this football game because North's offense has been struggling all night.
Pitch goes to Ernie, and he is going to be wrapped up by a host of Husky tacklers led by number 7, T.J. Michael, with the initial hit. So that's going to bring up a loss of 2.
Yeah, nothing happening there. North read it well. Jasper didn't block very well, so that's why we wind up with a loss on the play. And so Jasper's going to use their final timeout, it looks like.
So Jasper does call a timeout with 52 seconds to go in the first half. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS. .52 seconds to go before halftime. 2nd down and 12 at the 22 for the Wildcats.
Yeah, I'm thinking Wildcats going to have to start opening it up here a little bit. Ooh, there we go.
There goes Butel on the carry. Max cuts it inside to the 5, into the end zone for a 22-yard touchdown score. And the Cats got what they wanted, Craig, right before the half. They got another score on the board on a 22-yard run by quarterback Max Butel.
When I said open it up, I meant open it up running-wise.
Yeah, exactly. We understood.
No, but that was just an outstanding play. Again, Butel read it the entire way, and just his cutback. I mean, that was a complete opposite angle that he went on that run across field here. So he saw that opening and just raced to it, and we got points on the board again.
Number 6, Mejia, on to try the extra point. 2 for 2 tonight. Make it, 3 for 3. I thought it looked like it almost went on the outside of the upright, but so I had to wait and see. But the extra point kick by Mejia is good. Jasper 21, North 6. We'll be back after this. Back at Bundren Stadium, where Colton Smith will kick off once again.
Did you say Bundren or Budrent?
Exactly. Smith's ground ball kick bounces up the middle, and picking it up is number 22 for the Huskies, Braden Egley. Egley will actually, as they pronounce it, will take it to about the 39 seconds to go. Yeah. So Jasper, Craig, get big score there before the half.
Yeah, and I kind of see what they're trying to do as far as, with more of a squib kick, but the kicker needs to put a little bit more into that because it was just a little too easy for North to recover, and we're lucky that they didn't really return it too far. So they still got about 69 yards for a score with only 39 seconds to go.
So Tim Barge on the snap. He will fire a pass on this side. It is complete to number 4, Grant Hoppy. Landon Albrand will run him out of bounds. And that will not before they pick up, nice pickup for the Huskies and take it to the 49.
Yeah, 18 yards on the play there. And one thing in this situation, they really have nothing to lose unless a turnover or a pick, 6 or something crazy. But it's like this could give North a little bit work on their offense, especially with the passing game, to kind of see what they can maybe do in the second half. So I think this is a good situation for North.
So Ted Barge out of the gun again. First and 10 from the 49. Pass is complete on the far side to number 3, Cole McBride. He was knocked out of bounds by Ernie. And the Huskies will pick up about, looks like, give them about 8 on that play. That'll bring up 2nd down and 2 now at the Jasper 40, Jasper 43.
Yeah, throws it to the sideline there. Again, it's going to give this offense a little bit of rhythm, because Ten Barge has missed some passes tonight. He's not been on target with some of his receivers, but right now, again, let's just rush it down the field and see what we can come up with. And now they're in Wildcat territory, so now they're going to be thinking points on the board.
29 seconds on the clock. Pass is incomplete, nearly intercepted by Allbrand as a pass that was intended by our 2 Grant Happy, but again, nice defensive play by number 11, Landon Allbrand.
And the thing is with Hoppy,
and we got a flag of, looks like after the play. I don't know if the official coming in from the far sideline.
Sideline warning.
Sideline warning against Jasper.
Yeah, so that's nothing.
Yeah. Oh, boy.
Yeah. All right, well, just kind of some points on the quarterback here, Jacob Ten Barge. He throws some good balls, but he needs to kind of, I don't know, I think he needs some good quarterback coaching or something because, on that particular play, if he puts a little more air to it, that's a big gain for him. But instead he tries to throw a bullet, and Allbrand read it, and he threw it short, and it was almost an interception.
On 3rd down now, the handoff goes to number 21. And, of course, that is Avier Mitchell. Mitchell will have enough for a 1st down for the Huskies. Let's put it down at about the 37, 38 maybe. Make it the 38.
Yeah, so he picks up about 6 yards on that play, just enough to get the 1st down. I think they knew they were going to call that timeout. So good play by North, and now they're in pretty good position here at the 38-yard line. Not much time, but you could do some things here on this part of the field.
With 17 seconds to go, a timeout is called by North. So we'll just keep it right here with about 17 seconds before the halftime break. So your Jasper's defense, what are you looking for?
Well, they're going to have to continue to throw the football. I don't think any running plays are going to help because if he doesn't get the 1st down, that clock's going to continue to run. Again, I don't know how many timeouts they might have at this particular point. I'm terrible at keeping track of that stuff when I do a football game. But, so they're going to try to work. Well, the thing is you're going to stop the clock, obviously, with moving the chains. So you still got the open or the middle of the field that's wide open, but you only maybe have 1, maybe 2 plays that you can do that. So they're just going to have to come up with some big chunk yards here.
North does have 1 timeout left.
Okay.
1st and 10 at the 37 for Ten Barge. Out of the gun, fires a pass. It is caught and out of bounds. Let's see, they'll spot it at about the 5-yard line, actually the 6.
See, and that's the type of play that Ten Barge has got the capabilities of doing. Again, he sees his man on the sideline, puts a little bit of air on it, plus some zip. So an outstanding throw and a big-time play. So Jasper's really going to have to come up with a stop here. But, the thing is with North, 12 seconds to go. They've got a timeout yet, so we'll see what they try to do here with a possibility of maybe running the football.
So, as I said, 12 seconds to go. 1st and goal now at the 6. Ten Barge again out of the gun. He will look and roll right. He'll fire a pass. It is intercepted by the Wildcats. Caden Ernie with the pick. Big defensive play by the senior, Craig.
Well, again, the roller coaster ride continues for Ten Barge. He makes some really good throws, an unbelievable play right here, but then he shoots himself in the foot by just rolling off to the right there. And, again, the man wasn't – where he threw the football wasn't where his man was. So, again, that's just a big mistake on that throw, and Jasper comes up with a huge turnover. And if you ask me, that's an unforced error.
It is an unforced error, as you said, because, fortunately for the Wildcats, they get the break, and they will take it over. They'll have it at the 3-yard line, 7 seconds to go. A couple quick runs up the gut, and, of course, your North's defense here, well.
Yeah, take a knee. It looks
take
like
a
they're
knee, it
kinda
looks
getting
like
there,
whatever,
right?
but are they too close to the goal lines one more time? So they will take it down, and they will let the clock run out.
Yeah.
So that'll bring us to the end of the first half of play. Jasper 21, North 6. We'll be back to talk a little bit more about this first half and bring you the second half after this on 18 WJTS. Back at Bundred Stadium on the north side of Vandenberg County, Craig Schneider, Carey Schneider, and Jeremy I just said your name first. Start over. Back at Bundred Stadium on the campus of North High School in Evansville. I'm Carey Schneider along with Craig Schneider and Jeremy Marcos. Craig, we're about to bring you the second half of play, but let's talk about the first half a little bit of a rundown and look at the stats.
Yeah, Jasper with a 21-6 lead over the North Huskies here on the road. And offensively, the Wildcats with 136 yards of total offense compared to the North Huskies 121. The Wildcats have rushed for 124 yards, led by A.J. Holzman. He's got 13 carries for 49 yards. Caden Ernie, 5 rushes for 38 in the score. And Max Butel, 7 carries for 35 yards and 2 touchdowns. The 22-yarder that helped basically get the Wildcats to this 21-6 lead. But, I just kind of take a look at some of the things here. As far as North, Avier Mitchell's leading them in rushing, 7 carries for 55 yards, but their leading rusher, Jason Rucker, we've held him to -3. And, again, I wonder if he's a little dinged up based on that one kickoff return because that next drive, Avier Mitchell pretty well carried the load there. Their quarterback, Jacob Tenbarge, looked really good on some of these completions, 7 completions of 15 attempts. But, he's thrown those 2 interceptions, and, the Wildcats picked him off with Caden Ernie with a pick and Jack Levin, and both those interceptions were pretty well just thrown right at the defense. So he's going to have to make some adjustments for North to get back into this football game, I believe, because he's got some really good receivers out there. Grant Happ, number 4, with 4 catches for 41 yards and a touchdown. And then he also hit in stride Evan Garnett on that 32-yard pass play just right before the end of the half before he threw the pick to Caden Ernie. So Jasper's in the driver's seat right now, but if North can make some, like I said, adjustments to their passing game, we'll see if they are able to get back in this football game because they start off with the ball here in the second half.
Exactly right. They do start off with the football, so obviously, the Huskies will have first crack at it. But, if you're Jasper right now, obviously, it keeps the status quo on the defensive end. Keep coming up with the big plays and keep the Huskies at bay, hopefully.
Yeah, that's going to be one of the keys is just Jasper because we also got the benefit of some bad snaps from North and all that. But, again, North wasn't able to recover from a lot of their mistakes. So the Wildcat defense is doing their job there. And I think Jasper offensively has just got to continue to attack. It's going to be more of a ground and pound situation in the second half when you got a 2-score lead like this. You pretty well want to have sustained drives and be able to take some of that take time off that clock and just pretty well control the football. So I'm sure that's what Jasper's going to look to do. But if you can get another score on the board, that's going to be huge for Jasper. But the key thing is you got to get a stop on this initial drive for North and then, see where the Wildcat offense can take it from there. So the defense is going to be key, especially to start this second half.
So Colton Smith will kick it off to the Huskies to start the second half. Smith will come forward. Had a lot of nice kickoffs this year, and there's a fine kickoff that's going to be taken, however, at about the 5-yard line. He'll bring it across the 15, 20, to about the 25, and on the return, looks like number 14 for the Huskies was Darian Walker. Tackled on the play by the Wildcats, number 24, Ethan Young, along with Landon Albrand, helping out on the play.
Yeah, I tell you what, I've been impressed with Allbrand from what I saw in the Castle game, and then also tonight. He almost had a pick earlier tonight. But, I really like what they're doing with him defensively, and especially with his size and height. I think that, defensively he's going to be a key for the second half.
Handoff goes to number 15 on the carry for the Huskies, and that is Luke Grayson. I was going to say I was trying to look for his game. It was the first time we called him all night.
Yeah, that's right. Actually, I saw him warming up on the sideline. So, well, no, he's taking over the quarterback spot.
He's taking over the quarterback spot.
Yeah. Okay, so, yeah.
So Grayson is the quarterback now.
Mm-hmm.
He was started the ball game as a slot back.
Yeah.
So Grayson is the new QB for the Huskies. On the carry is number 1, Jason Rucker. Rucker will take it to about the 45-yard line. It'll be enough for a first down for the Huskies.
Yeah, it's an 8-yard run right there for Rucker. So, yeah, he looks like he's perfectly fine. So I don't think there's any injury situation with him. So I'm sure they're really going to want to get him aggressively into this offense. But, I think the other thing, too, is when you make a change at quarterback, does that change kind of the mentality of the offense? And, it kind of fires them up a little bit.
And you exactly took the words right out of my mouth with that change. Obviously, the Joey Paradine and the Huskies make that change to start the second half, and he will be brought down on the play. Trying to pick that up. Looks like it was Owen.
Yeah, Owen Rice came flying in there, so he read that right away and was able to make the contact behind the line of scrimmage and forces a loss on that play.
So Owen Rice with the tackle for a loss of, they say 2 on the scoreboard. Looks more like about second down and 1, or second down and 11 with the 1-yard loss. Just underway here in the third quarter here on 18 WJTS. North has the football to start the second half. Second down at 11 for the 44. Pass is complete on the near side to number 8, I believe it was. Number 8, Hunter Skelton. Skelton will pick up maybe 2 on the play. That should bring up third down at about 9.
Yeah, Lukemeyer did a great job. He saw that the whole way and got to that spot immediately. He completed the pass but only gained about 3 yards on the play because Lukemeyer was right there to knock him down.
Third down, and we'll call it 8. From the 47. Keeping the football is the quarterback, Grayson. He will be tackled on the play by the Wildcats' Nick Hanselman. That'll bring up fourth down.
Yeah, that was really good by the Wildcat defense there. They got a little bit of momentum with the quarterback change and a couple nice runs of 7 and 8 yards to start this drive. But, again, good pass coverage because Lukemeyer was on the far side over there, and I think he picked up his man there, so the quarterback had nowhere to go and was kind of forced to run the ball.
Mitchell gets the punt away. Ernie will let it. Yes, get away, Caden, and the Huskies will down it. Down by number 22, Braden Eagleye. He will down it at the 20-yard line. So the Cats start right at the 20 for their first drive of the second half.
Well, again, this is going to see what the Wildcat offense can do. So if we can just kind of power football down the field, use up some of this clock. The defense did their job. They got the football right back. So the offense is just going to have to pretty well take control here. So I don't expect Jasper, especially on this initial drive, to get too aggressive. You're up by 2 scores. All you have to do is just keep moving those chains and get downfield and use some of this clock for the whole second half, really.
9:10 to go in the third quarter. First and 10, Jasper at the 20-yard line. Butel will work out under center. Normal formation with Holzman behind him. The handoff goes to A.J., and A.J. will take it to about the 23 for a pickup of 3. Second down and 7 coming up.
Yeah, the offense just kind of getting their feet wet. You kind of expected that play, just something straight up the middle to see if the opening's there. So you pick up 3. Right now, I would expect a little bit more of the same. They ran it to the left side of the offensive line, and they actually got the strong side going that way. So we'll see where they decide to go with the football here.
So Butel again under center. Pitch goes to Ernie. Caden tries to cut in. He will take it to maybe about back to the line of scrimmage. Actually, we're going to give him 1 on the play, so pick up a 1. That'll bring up third down.
Yeah, in that situation, he kind of was forced to go to basically cut up field there because nothing was to the outside. They had good containment on that side there. So, and again, he just kind of went into the spot where there's, nothing but black jerseys. So nothing really there and only a gain of 1.
So 3rd down and 6 coming up. 8 minutes to go in the third. 21-6, Jasper with the lead. Cats on their first possession of the night. Again, 3rd down and 6 from the 24. Faking the pitch. Pass up the middle. It's going to be batted down. Looks like the North player actually get a hand on that?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so either way, it's going to bring up it's an incomplete pass, but it's going to bring up 4th down for the Wildcats, who will go 3 and out on their first drive of the second half.
Yeah, on that pass play right there, they had 2 other split receivers going long, so he was looking for the underneath man. That was Eckert, the tight end, and when he kind of threw across his body there, the defender was right there to knock it down.
Rice's punt is away, and it's a nice punt. It's going to be taken at the 40-yard line, and he will probably get it about 4 yards on the return to about the 44.
Yeah, that was outstanding coverage by the Wildcats. Like you said, it was a good punt. It was a returnable punt, but the Wildcats covered it really well with Jaden Peak, number 20, making the play.
Also, Jude Peter, I was going to say number 2, coming in among others. And let's see where they put the ball down at looks like the 44-yard line. 44-yard line where the ball will be spotted. So the Huskies start their second drive of the half, trailing 21-6, 7:37 to go in the quarter. And again, out of the shotgun will be Luke Grayson. Grayson hands it off to number 21 on the run, and he takes man down. That was on the carry, was number 21, Xavier Mitchell, and he took a Wildcat defender down before coming down himself.
Yeah, I tell you what, kind of saving the day right there for the Wildcats, and I think it's more the running back just kind of running into the defender. That was number 26, Drake Hagan, and other than that, I'll tell you what, Mitchell was off to the races if he gets right by him.
So, 1st and 10 for the Huskies in Wildcat territory at the 43. Handoff again goes to number 21, Mitchell, and ball is, we're taking it across the 30 to the 30-yard line on the carry by Xavier Mitchell.
Well, I tell you what, this is the last 2 plays right there. Give credit to the offensive line for North because they are just moving the pile. All their offensive linemen were 7-8 yards down the field, and that's the reason why he came up with another double-digit run there.
So 1st and 10 for the Huskies from the 30. Grayson out of the gun. He will keep the football. He'll take it across the 25 and take it down to about the 22. Looks like Hanselman on the tackle on the play for Jasper. Again, the ball is going to be taken to the 22-yard line. It'll be a gain of about 8. 2nd down and 2.
Yeah, design play right there. They're going to let Grayson just kind of follow his blockers. Looks like he's got a lot of power. I mean, obviously with his size there, he's 5'10", but 220 pounds of just a stocky quarterback. So they're going to be, I think, doing a lot more of those types of runs all night.
Handoff goes to Mitchell. Mitchell's got the 1st down and down to about the 10. Actually going to call it down at the 11. So pick up of 11 on the run. From the 22 to the 11-yard line, 1st down and 10 for North. And we have a timeout, Jasper, with 6:12 to go in the third quarter of play. The Jasper defense wants to regroup here as the Huskies have driven it down to the 11-yard line, and they are well within striking distance. 21-6 is our score. Back after this on 18 WJTS.
Come to the Carpet Warehouse. Quality you can stand on.
You know they sell and install carpet, but Carpet Warehouse also specializes in hard surface floors as well. Vinyl, hardwood, laminate, and tile. Come see the many different options and get a free in-home estimate today at Carpet Warehouse, 650 Woodlawn Drive in Jasper.
Come to the Carpet Warehouse. Quality you can stand on.
Back at Bundred Stadium, 6:12 to go in the third quarter. Jasper leads at 21-6, but the Huskies, Craig, have the ball at the 11-yard line, 1st and 10.
Yeah, their plays have basically, they're running downhill right now. 13 yards, 10, 8, now 11, so it's 1st and 10 from the 11 here.
Grayson will keep it. across the 5 and down to about the 2. Flag is down, however. So they are talking to North, and it's going to be block below the knees against the Huskies. So nice break for the Wildcats there, as that will nullify a run that gave the Huskies the football down to the 2, but instead it's going to end up,
It's
here.
going to take him back 15 because that's the second chop block they've called on him.
They're going to spot it at the 21.
Yeah, it's a spot foul, so wherever it occurred, so obviously it was a few yards inside the 10.
Okay, so the football will be, as I said, at the 21-yard line. Bring up, still first down, but now first and about 20, they say. Again, at the 21.
Yeah, I don't think you change anything what you're doing, North, because, again, they're running the football outstanding. And now little
Grayson, it looked like he was going to dump a pass off to number 8, Hunter Skelton, but instead kept it and got it across the 20, inside the 20 to the 19.
I think that's just him improvising right there. It was a run all the way. I think he was just trying to throw the line of scrimmage off a little bit. But, that was a run play. And, again, he's changed the dynamic of this offense because, again, with the quarterback, Jacob Tenbarge, he's more of a pocket passer. He likes to throw the football versus this Luke Grayson. He's just a power runner.
Second down from the 18. And Grayson again on the carry. Grayson looks for a block, and he will take it to about the 15.
Yeah, in this situation, Jasper's really in a good spot here because we've not really seen what Grayson can do as far as throwing the football. They got a 3rd and long situation here, but it's still 4-down territory. So if they get a good chunk, and we've seen it on the runs, especially on this drive here, splitting it up between Avier Mitchell and then also the quarterback Grayson. So 3rd and 15, it's doable by North, but Jasper's really got to make some stops and get something, to basically throw them off on this line of scrimmage.
3rd down and long, out of the gun. The handoff goes to Mitchell, and Mitchell inside the 10 to about the 7, I believe.
That's exactly what North wanted right there, other than obviously getting the first down and getting a score, but you want to make it a more give you a better opportunity because, again, they've been able to get those chunk yards right there. So he picks up about 7 or 8 on that run, and he just needs another 7 or 8 for a score.
4 down at 6 at the 7. And a whistle and a flag is down, I believe.
In movement.
It looked like movement on. It will be, in the case it was a procedure, dead ball foul, false start against the Huskies.
Yeah.
So big penalty there against North. On 4th down, they had 4th down and 6 at the 7.
Well, if you saw the sideline there, they were trying to call a timeout. So I don't know if that disrupted the North offensive line or whoever made that jump there. But, North, the sideline thought they were getting the timeout, but instead they got the penalty. So that's a big break for Jasper.
So now we got 4th down and 11 at the 12. Under 4 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Quick moving 3rd quarter, I might add. Grayson throws a pass. It is.
He's going to be short, though.
They call it a fair catch, but it's going to be, you're right, it's going to be short.
Yeah.
He's down to the 2. He needed to get to the 1, and Jasper's going to take over on downs.
Yep.
So the Wildcats, as a pass was completed to number 8, I believe, Hunter Skelton. He's the one sitting down there. And then now he's down in disbelief. And, well, nonetheless, they didn't get the yard that they needed, or at least the amount of yards that they needed, just short by 1. And the Wildcats take over in downs. They're going to have to take it over 1st and 10 at the 2.
Yeah. That's basically Grayson's really his first true pass attempt, throwing downfield there. Was a little bit short on it, so it forced the receiver to slide down. And, he caught the football, but unfortunately was just a yard short.
So 1st down and 10 for the Cats at their own 2-yard line. Butel will work under center. He fumbles the snap.
Oh,
the ball
no.
is down, and recovering it in the end zone for a touchdown is the North Huskies. Unbelievable. On the recovery, number 9 for the Huskies, Q. Pauly.
Yeah, you just can't have those kind of mistakes, especially when you're pinned that deep in your territory. And so a bad snap or whatever, I was kind of looking down. I didn't see quite happen. I saw the football on the
ball,
field.
it was just a bobbled snap. I don't know if he was planning to give it to Holzman or not, or take it himself, but the snap was just wasn't handled properly, and and it ended up rolling deep into the end zone where Huskies were on pursuit, and the man on the spot right there again, number 9, Q. Pauly, with the fumble recovery for the touchdown, and all of a sudden it's 20-12, Jasper.
Yeah, they're going to go for 2 here since they missed the extra point the last time, so they're going to want to make it a 7-point game because right now they're down by 9, 21-12, so they really need this conversion.
And it will be Grayson on the carry, and he will take it in for the 2-point conversion. So North now within 7, 21-14 with 3:49 to go in the third quarter. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Countdown 3, 2, 1.
Take your breaks, and the Huskies did indeed on that series of plays there. A fumble recovery by Q. Pauly and a 2-point conversion run by quarterback Luke Grayson suddenly has the Huskies within 7.
Yeah, I think just what you did with the coaching staff. I was trying to spit it out there. Coaching staff for North, obviously making the change at the quarterback, but now they're changing your offense completely because again, they're not throwing the football down the field like they were, and now it's more of a running attack. And when you throw a good, stocky, solid quarterback like Luke Grayson in there, that just totally changes things. But, boy, what outstanding runs we had by Mitchell on that drive, too. So 13 yards, 10. He had an 11-yard run, an 8-yard run, and then they weren't able to score on that, but they pushed Jasper all the way to the 2-yard line. So
Caden Ernie on the return. He takes it to the 40-yard line. Caden, nice run after the reception on the kickoff by Derek Kirsch. And Jasper with nice field position to start a new drive. It looks like it'll be at starting from the 41.
Yeah, Jasper's got to answer right here. You're up by a score. You got a fired-up North team, so we'll see if the defense feeds off what the offense was able to do. And obviously, they came up with a big recovery there to get the score. But it was the offense really that pushed Jasper all the way back into that situation. So Jasper's offense has got to answer right here.
From the 41-yard line, first down and 10. Holzman on the carry. A.J. into Husky territory to about the 47.
Yeah, straight up the middle. Holzman. Again, the thing is, we saw his speed last week where he could take it to the house. I mean, he went 78 yards on that touchdown run against Castles. So, again, any of those types of plays can go all the way. So, Holzman right there with a nice head of steam and came up with a huge run.
Football will be spotted actually at the 49-yard line. So, first and 10, Wildcats just inside Husky territory. Max under center with A.J. behind him. A.J. on the carry, and he's going to get maybe 1 yard. They're going to give him forward progress on that as he is swarmed down by a host of Husky tacklers, led up by the number 1, DeJon Gray. Or number 0, DeJon Gray.
Yeah, North read that pretty well. They got by the Wildcat blockers and just kind of blew that play up, so not much there. But, hey, just second down, 2 yards on that one. We'll come back with something better this play.
Matthew Pigram's also helping in on the tackle along with James Beck. Second down and 8 at the 46. Butel maybe picks up 2 on that run. Third down coming up for the Cats. Right now, a fired-up North defense, a fired-up North crowd in front of us. As third down coming up, 3rd down and 6 at the 45. Craig with 2:15 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, you're kind of in a situation here. If you gain 3 or 4 yards, definitely you're going to go for it. But if they, let's say, try to throw the ball here and throw incomplete, we'll see if they decide to go for it on 4th down. But here's the counter play.
Counter play to Jack Levin, and they read it like a book. In fact, he's going to be stopped back into Jasper territory for a big loss. 4th down coming up for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Jasper's run that play about 3 times now. We got a big run by Caden earlier in the football game. It's been blown up a couple times, but that time Zethan Cohen, he was right there, the nose guard, number 99, and he wasn't going to have any of that, and so we lose 2 on the play and we're forced to punt.
Once again, a fired-up North defense comes through, forcing the Wildcats to punt as Owen Rice, and we have a whistle and a penalty flag is down. It looks like it's going to go against Jasper. So offsides is a call against the Cats. 5-yard penalty. Put the line of scrimmage at the 47, is it? 47-yard line. So once again, the punt is going to be Owen Rice. And Rice gets the punt away. And they will let it bounce, and it takes a favorable bounce to North. And the ball.
Did that hit a North
player?
player?
Hit a North player? That's what Wildcats are asking. And the officials are saying no.
I think it did.
It had to hit somebody, and they're going to talk about it here.
But I don't think this side judge or line judge is going to call it.
Jasper says it's their ball, but they're giving it to North.
Nope. Because he
Landon Allbrand was lobbying for that.
Well, here's the thing.
They're still going to talk about it again. So, I guess if the decision is final, they're still
they're still discussing
still conversing
Maybe
about
somebody
it.
saw something different because they're relying on the line judge there. And that's the 2nd or 3rd time tonight where we've had him kind of holding his hands up like I don't know what I saw.
And he is talking to the official, and they're going to take an official's time out here.
Nope.
It's going to be North football. So that decision is made, and they're going to put it down. Looks like, where are we here? About the 34. So the Huskies have the football, 1st and 10, good field position at their own 34, 1:11 to go in the 3rd. They trail it 21-14. Grayson out of the gun. Fakes the handoff, keeps the football, and he will take it to about the 37, then pounds his way up to about the 39.
All right, well, here's the situation with the Wildcat defense right now. That was more or less a busted play. I think he was supposed to hand off there, and then they didn't quite get the exchange, but instead the quarterback keeps and he gets 6 yards on the play. We got to get our defense a little more aggressive, and they got to get in that backfield to maybe make these stops. And we're just not seeing it from the Wildcat defense right now.
He was able to get those yards Craig mentioned, but not before Owen Rice and Drake Hagan were able to bring him down. Here's a screen pass on the far side to the 50 and brought down by number 2, Jude Peter and Caden Nerney. But they'll bring up a 1st down again for the Huskies. Now they have the football just about at midfield. So the ball will be at the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Huskies.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, that was a really nice block. I couldn't quite catch the number of the receiver out there who was split out, but he set that up perfectly with a beautiful block and was able to open that play up.
Out of the gun is Grayson. Looking at a hard count. And the quarter will come to the close, so they'll let the clock run down, and that is the end of the 3rd quarter. Jasper holding on to a 21-14 lead. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS. Back at Bundred Stadium as we bring you the fourth period of play. North with the football at the 50-yard line, first down and 10. 21-14 is the score. Jasper with the lead. Grayson hands it off to number 1, Rucker. Rucker still on his feet. Across the 30, being chased by Levin and knocked out of bounds. At about when we have a flag down, it looks like. When the flag is down, most likely it'll nullify that play, fortunately for Jasper.
Yeah, they're starting to come back. But what do you call?
I haven't seen an indication yet or a signal, but they're coming back, so I'm going to assume a hold.
Well, we've had 2 chop blocks already tonight, so we'll see. But, yeah. And the thing is, they called the penalty. He was already about 7 or 8 yards down the field, so it's only going to be really a loss of 2 or 3 on the play.
Actually, right back to the 40. Yeah, it was a hold.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever that hold, it was from the line of scrimmage. We're 10 yards from the spot of the foul.
Yeah.
Anyway, as you said, it is only a loss of about 3. Scoreboard showing 14, first and 14. One on the run again, and that is Rucker. Rucker again on the carry, same play, and once again, Jack Levin chases them out of bounds, this time at the 40.
Well, now that they bring Rucker in for the fourth quarter, so, you got Mitchell getting most of the carries there in that third quarter. Now you got a fresh Rucker ready to go, so they're really doing an outstanding job with that 1-2 punch of the running backs to go along with Grayson, who's come in and doing a great job, at least with the running game at the quarterback spot.
Well, 13-yard gain on the play. First and 10, North at the Jasper 40. So Grayson out of the gun. He's got Happy with him, and he will take the carry. And he will take it to about the 34. So I bring up second down and 4 at the 39. Let's see, 34.
All right, you're basically seeing a situation where you got one team that's really just after it right now, and it's not the Jasper Wildcats. It's the North Huskies. They've got a score on the board, and they're moving right along here. So the Wildcat defense has really got to step it up.
On the carry is a quarterback, Grayson. And Grayson will take it inside the 30 to about the 29. And you say about, it being North, they've had all the momentum pretty much this whole second half, even before the fumble recovery in the end zone.
Oh, no doubt about it. Again, their offense is just running up and down the field on the Wildcats. We cannot stop the run right now. And North is really in a great position right now, getting that first down there. So their first and 10 from the 29, and they're just running downhill. They've been doing it the whole second half.
So Grayson with the handoff to number 1 again, Rucker. Making a tackle for the Wildcats is Jesse Ubelar, along with Peter.
But the impressive thing by North, and again, this is to credit to their offensive line, they are absolutely dominating the line of scrimmage. They're opening up holes because all their runs are north and south. You did see Rucker, kind of make that sweep to the outside on the an earlier play on this drive, but most of their runs are between tackles, and they're just dominating the line of scrimmage.
Rucker with the 6-yard gain, second down and 4 from the 24. Grayson keeps it, still on his feet, and he will take it down to about the 15, maybe to the 16-yard line. Sounds like, he gave up on that play, Craig, and the next thing you know, he's picking up about another 3 or 4 yards.
Well, that's the thing. Again, right there, it's second and 4. He needs 4 yards for the first down, and the contact's right around there, but he wants more. I think this North team wants it more right now, and we're seeing it on the football field right now. So Jasper's really, really got to they got to make a play.
They got to make a play or come up with some kind of a hope or a break like they did on that last drive or earlier. 9.5 minutes to go. It's first and 10 for the 15. Rucker on the carry. He's down to about the 10 for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, so you got to give total credit to this North offensive line. Alex Wheeler, number 60. 63 is Ben Brasher. 61, Ty Acuff. 66, Brady Reeves and their right tackle, Aiden Wargo, they are just really throwing our Wildcat defense
blowing them right off the ball.
Yeah, blowing them off.
2nd down and 5 at the 10, under 9 minutes to go. Handoff goes to Rucker, and Rucker is going to probably just get it back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
All right, so that's something the Wildcat defense can build on right there. You finally made a stop. You're forcing a 3rd down situation. We know it's 4-down territory here, but again, if you can just make that contact either at the line of scrimmage or behind it to really just stop this North rushing attack. We did it. We did it on the previous drive. So, but unfortunately we fumbled the football there, but North deep in their territory, and Jasper's got to get stops here on these next 2 plays.
Grayson on 3rd down and 5 from the 10. He throws a pass on the near side, complete to number 4, and into the end zone for the touchdown is number 4, Grant Happ, and North is within a point of tying this ball game.
Well, threw the Wildcats off there because you would think right there, 3rd and 5, probably 2 more runs up the middle because, again, everything's working right there at the line of scrimmage. But, they kind of surprised the Wildcats by throwing that quick screen out there. He connects with number 4, and he's got the blockers in front of him, so it was pretty well an easy pitch and catch touchdown.
So, North is an extra point away from tying this ball game with 8:12 to go on that pass play.
They're going to go for 2.
And they are going to go for 2, okay.
Well, the last 2-point conversion was way too easy for Grayson, so why not?
And saw what happened on the kick earlier.
Right.
So Grayson will line him up for a 2-point conversion. He's got number 21, Avier Mitchell, to his right, and a whistle, and a penalty flag is down. It might be a false start against the Huskies.
I would think.
It is a legal procedure call against North. So now they'll have to. Well, it looks like they are going to now go for the kick.
Yeah.
So the Huskies were in position to take the lead in this ball game, but a mistake by the Huskies is now going to force them for a long extra point kick, which is going to come from the 15-yard line. So basically a 25-yard kick by Derek Kirsch. Kick is blocked.
There we go.
Coming in on the block is number 7 for the Wildcats. Was that Levin?
Yep.
Jack Levin on the block of the extra point kick. He'll allow the Wildcats to preserve a 1-point lead, 21-20, with 8:12 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll be back after this here on 18 WJTS.
Maringer's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning is committed to adding value to its customers and community by providing quality service for all mechanical applications. Maringer's has been around for many years, and while adapting to the changing times, one thing has not changed: the quality of customer service and care you receive. When you need repair work done, you want it done right. You want Maringer's. Maringer's is happy to help with residential and commercial plumbing, HVAC, metal fabrication, and fire protection needs. 812-482-4425.
Extra point kick as a result, of course, on the touchdown. The North Huskies were going to go for 2, but a penalty against the Huskies forced them to kick it. So actually, number 47, Colt Houncraig with the attempt, but it was blocked by Jack Levin. So big play again for the Wildcats. Have allowed them to hold on to a 1-point lead.
Yeah, and the Wildcat offense has really got to do something on this drive because they're putting so much pressure on the defense, and North, again, is just really running up and down the football field there. 9 plays, 66 yards on that drive, and finish off on the screen pass that scored the touchdown.
Caden Ernie will take the kickoff from the 10-yard line. He's got it to about the 35, inside the 35 to about the 36. So nice return by number 0 for the Cats, Caden Ernie. And the Wildcats will have a nice field position to start this new drive with 8:05 to go in the 4th quarter.
Well, the perfect medicine for the Wildcats would be a nice, long, sustained drive and try to milk as much as this 8:05 on the clock and then finish it off with a score. But you cannot have a 3-and-out or just, a couple series of plays here and give that football right back to North because they are just rolling up and down the football field offensively. So Jasper's offense has got to do something here.
And what they got to do is obviously, as you said, try to use as much clock as you can if you're going to get yourself in position to score. Handoff goes to Holzman. A.J., nice hard run to the 40, so a nice pickup of 5.
Yeah, they need a lot of that right there. Just power football straight up. North was doing everything between the tackles. Jasper's got to do the same thing. So this offensive line, it's so important that they just really blow North off the ball, but they've been having a tough time here in the second half because North's defense is just as fired up as their offense.
2nd down and 5 from the 40-yard line. Lukemeyer on the run, actually, Carey. As the carry goes to, actually, the carry will be by the quarterback, number 5, Butel. So thought I saw him get it off to so Holzman, so I'd be fooled on that. He's going to pick up maybe about 3 on the play, Craig, and bring up a 3rd down and 3. So
yeah, very important situation here for the Cats. They've got to get this 3rd down conversion because, if you lose any yardage or don't gain much, you really put pressure, having to try to go for it on 4th down. But I think if the Wildcats don't get a yard or 2 on this, they're going to have to punt the football.
So Butel on a big 3rd down play. Hands it off to Holzman. A.J. on the carry. A.J. to the 40.
Look at the
he
speed.
may take it all the way. He's down
away.
to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, A.J. Holzman. And a big touchdown run by number 8 for the Wildcats, who have now taken a 27-20 lead.
Yeah, nice 57-yard run there. The Wildcats opened up that hole, but I tell you what, so impressive the speed of Holzman. We've seen this 2 weeks in a row for him coming up with big touchdown runs, and you could see right at the end there he was pulling away from the defender. So very impressive run by the number 8, and hopefully this may have helped the Wildcats. I'm not going to say seal the football game because we got a lot of time left, but
I'm going to say this: that hole was huge. That hole he went through was huge, and he went through there unmolested pretty much. And Mejia's extra point kick is good. So big extra point kick by Mejia to give the Wildcats a 28-20 lead with 6:39 to go in the 4th quarter. We'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
103.3 The Fix is Southern Indiana's go-to radio station for must-have music hits.
I love your music.
From the All-American Rejects to Lizzo, we've got you covered.
Dude, I listen all the time.
Did we mention we also have local news, sports, and Pacers basketball?
Wow.
Your music fix, your sports fix, your fix for it all.
Oh my God, I won!
Tune in to 103.3 and get your fix today.
Today's must-have music all day.
Back at Budrid Stadium, where the Wildcats have jumped out to a 28-20 lead. They will be kicking off to the Huskies. So big touchdown run of 57 yards by A.J. Holzman gives the Cats some breathing room, Craig. Here as Smith's kickoff goes deep and will go into the end zone for a touchback.
all right, so the Wildcat offense did their job this time, so now it's time for the defense to try to get some stops here. So, again, we cannot let North just run up and down the football field. Like I said, that last drive, 9 plays, 66 yards. Cats come back with 3 plays to get their 64 yards. But, the big 57-yard run there by Holzman. And so the Wildcat defense has just really got to be fired up, charged up, and try to get this football back and complete this football game.
So hopefully the tides have turned a little bit here when they say about momentum and so forth. Hopefully waking up and firing up this Jasper defense like North's was earlier on. So 1st and 10 for the Huskies at the 20-yard line. Sweep on the near side. Ooh, and pop. And did the flag come out, or they just say, boy, because he took a shot on the carry.
Across his chest.
Yeah, on the carry was number 4, Grant Happ. And he's going to pick up about 7 on the play, maybe. Yeah, will be to the 28, actually. So 8-yard pickup. So 2nd down and 8 coming up from the 28.
Yeah, the thing is, Lukemeyer didn't make that tackle, but he slowed him up because, again, he had a big head of steam coming around the corner there. So Lukemeyer just kind of nudged him right there across the chest there, slowed him up just enough so that he wasn't able to get more than just 8 yards in that play.
Now we have a mountain jump. I was going to say, they look like I could see a little confusion unfolding there between him and the offense there, I should say. But anyway, it's going to be a 5-yard penalty against against North.
Well, in a situation like this, we push them back 5, and so we've got to be really aggressive here to make this stop. We can't let them get that 5, 6, or 7 yards right back here because it's just second down. So if we can stop something right at the line, force a 3rd and long, especially this deep in their territory, this is a really big play, I think, for the defense here.
And the key is to watch the clock here as we're down to 6:12 to go now in the ball game. 2nd down and 7 from the 23, and another penalty.
Well, I'll tell you,
this time
I don't think they're. I think there was movement. I think he saw something on the line of scrimmage, but the man coming in motion, number 4, Grant Happ, he basically turned up field before that ball was snapped, so that was an illegal motion as well. So 2 penalties on that play in my eyes.
Now it's 2nd down and about 12 or 13
right
at the 23. Oh, sorry, excuse me, at the 17.
Right. So you got 2 falses that move it back 10 more yards. So instead of 2nd and 2 that they earned on that first run, now you got 2 false starts, and it's just pushing them back.
Pass from the 27 to the 17-yard line. Clock continues to run now with 5:45 to go in the game. On the carry is Mitchell. And a tag on the play, Xavier Mitchell.
I'm afraid we might see a face mask or something.
Let's see what that is, but against – it looks like they're pointing to – we'll see.
Oh, it is against North.
It's going to be against North. They're pointing to their line, so another holding against the
man.
Boy, talk about self-destructing on the penalty side.
Oh, all the momentum that North had, of course, Jasper answering that with their quick score, which was huge. But, all the momentum has just completely gone against them, and it's all unforced errors, really.
They're just pushing themselves further back, and once this ball is set, that clock is going to start running again, and there it goes with 5:39, to go in this ball game.
All right, so Jasper can't give up a big play here. I know I think they had Mitchell at tailback the last time, but I think they're going to be looking to throw. They got actually 3 receivers and a tight end on the far side over there.
Mitchell is a tailback, and they will give it to him. And chasing him is Smith.
Yeah.
And Elliott Smith will force him to run out of bounds.
Absolutely.
Also coming in on the play for the Cats. They're trying to pick up men, but he's being covered.
All right.
Either way.
Yeah.
Either way, it's going to be a big play.
Oh, pushing way back.
No kidding, even further back. So now it's 3rd and God knows how far back that is.
Well, he's got to get all the way to the 30-yard line. So, 26 yards.
26 yards, yes, 26.
But, the main thing on that is that Jasper's all fired up on the sideline, and you just got to keep your composure. I know you're excited about the play and all that, but you cannot give up, a silly penalty. So Jasper's really got to hold them and just keep their heads on this play.
Grayson has to throw from the end zone, and he has a man on the completion to number 4, Grant Happ. And on the tackle is going to be Landon Albrand. And that'll bring up 4th down, and the Wildcats finally are going to get that football back after pushing them back via penalties and big defensive plays. So 4th down coming up. 4th down coming up, and the Huskies will punt. As we have Caden Ernie back at about the 40-yard line. North's 40-yard line. High snap, and he barely gets it away, and it's going to be a short punt, and it's going to go out of bounds at about the 35-yard line, maybe the 36, or we'll see where they say it went out of bounds. They're going all the way back to the.
He's
back at the
24 or 27-yard line.
27-yard line. So hey, we'll take it.
All right. So, just right there. This is where Jasper has just. You got to keep the ball in your hands for this next 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Now, if you get a quick score, obviously that's huge because now you're up 2 scores. But the bottom line is you got to keep this ball in your hands and just close this football game out.
4 minutes and 29 seconds left to go in this ball game. Jasper has the football, 1st and 10 at the 28. Butel will work under center. Holzman behind him. Holzman will keep it. And he gets it to about the 20. Actually, I'm sorry. It was Butel on the carry.
Yeah, Butel had to hang on to it because he and Holzman were fighting over the football there. And, again, you cannot have those kind of mistakes. That could have been disastrous.
Well, Fortunately for the Cats, disaster did not fold. They actually got a yard out of that. Second down and 9 now at the 26.
Yeah, so you can go another 10 seconds off here. So just use every tick you can as Holzman, the nice 6-yard, 5-yard run we'll get.
At the, put it down about the 23. Third down and 5. 3.5 minutes to go in the ball game.
All right, it's where the old line's got to earn their keep right here. You get this first down, you're in really good shape, but we still got 13 seconds, 12 seconds to shave off. We're at 3:19 on the clock right now.
Jasper taking every bit of that play clock down to 5 now. Hand off to Holzman. He will take it inside to about the 20-yard line. So you're Jasper, and obviously you're going to go for it here.
Yeah,
but North is going to call a timeout.
Yeah, this is a good timeout on their part because otherwise you would have ran off another 40 seconds or so.
So the Huskies call timeout with just under 3 minutes to go in this ball game. It's Jasper 28, North 20. We'll be back after this.
101 Country, WBDC, your morning brain teaser.
Here's Dolly Parton now on Lunch with the Legends on 101 Country.
All right, leading things off on a Good Time Gold Saturday morning.
Beezer, good morning.
Good morning, Ty.
How you doing?
I'm doing great, man.
Be sure to join me from 3 to 6 for Afternoons with Amanda.
We are 101 Country, WBDC.
2:59 to go in the ball game. Jasper with a 4th down and 2 at the 20. Craig to try to get this first down and maintain the possession of the football as Butel will roll. He'll fire a pass. It is incomplete.
Oh, no.
Incomplete intended to Eckert.
Eckert there. I couldn't tell if the pass had a little bit of a wobble there, so, but still, it was in his hands.
It was right in his hands. A bit of first down, and North will take over on downs now. And if you're Jasper now, you just play your best defense of the year thus far as they will take over 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line. So the Huskies 80 yards away from tying, perhaps at least putting them in a position to tie this ball game up. And it's up to the Jasper defense now to rise to the occasion. Grayson out of the gun. Pass is incomplete. He tried a screen pass intended for number 4.
They're saying that's a backwards pass.
Grant Happen, they calling it a backwards pass?
Yeah, because look where he's spotting the ball. He is saying that is a backwards pass, so that's only
going to be a
loss
of about 6.
Yeah.
6, so 2nd down and 16. Oh, sorry. 2nd down and 16 it should be. 6-yard loss is where it's going to be. Anyway, so 2nd down from the from the 14-yard line. Grayson just missed, and he will be hit and brought down from behind by number 90 for the Cats, and that is Nick Hanselman. So Hanselman chases him down, and that's only going to be a gain of 1. That'll bring up 3rd down and 15 now from the 15. Here's the pass. It is complete to number 8 for the Huskies, Hunter Skelton. Tackled on the play by Jude Peter. Here comes 4th down for the Huskies. Needless to say, we'll be going for it. Ball is at the 27-yard line. So 4th down and about 4. Grayson keeps it, and he will get probably just enough. He is going to be short. He's only picked up about 2. Jasper will take over on downs.
And I'll tell you what, I don't understand what North was thinking there. They had almost 3 minutes of time, and why did they get away from what they were doing so successfully here in the second half? it seemed like that they were just kind of in a rush, and I don't think they needed to be. Again, what you need to initially do is move the chains, get some success, running the football. But I don't know. I just feel like that. I mean, Jasper's defense did an outstanding job of covering everything, but North kind of did us a favor there with their play selection.
So at the 27-yard line, first down and 10, 1:45 to go. Cats will run out obviously keep it on the ground and work the clock. What's left of it, as Butel will hand it off to Holzman, and Holzman will probably pick up a yard on the play, and I was waiting. There will be a timeout called, I believe. It is. A timeout is going to be called by North with 1:39 to go in this ball game. Jasper with the football. Second down and 9 at the 26. So we'll be back after this on 18 WJTS.
Jubilar Chevy in Jasper, Indiana is your headquarters for new half-ton Silverados. And we've got them in stock. Choose from LTs, RSTs, Trail Bosses, and even High Countries. All in stock now. If we don't have the truck you're looking for, we can get it for you. The Chevy Silverado has a heritage and a history like no other truck, and now is a great time to buy one. Find your Silverado at Jubilar Chevy in Jasper. Online at jubilargm.com. Chevrolet, together, let's drive.
Back at Bundard Stadium, 1 minute and 39 seconds to go. Jasper with the football, second down and 9 at the 26. Cats in position to put this one away as they lead by 8. Holzman on the carry.
They got to be careful with that. I mean, again, they were fighting over the football there. So, again, we just got to get this game over with. Force North to use the timeouts and all that. But
so North will call it another timeout. They'll burn their timeouts with 1:35 to go. And, as we said, Cats now in a position to put this one away and even the record to 4-4 as they will head into the regular season finale next week against Vincennes Lincoln at home.
Well, the impressive thing about this, as far as what the Wildcats did to kind of seal the football game, is that they answered. When North pretty well was just dominating the football game as far as, running the football, moving up and down the field and all that, getting scores on the board. We got that big block on the extra point to keep the lead. But to answer that, and then finally, when North got the ball for the last couple times, made a lot of mistakes. I mean, on that one drive where they had basically 2 false starts and a holding penalty, and they were forced to punt there. But then, the last offensive possession, I just felt like they kind of got away with what they were doing. But again, it's Jasper answering it both offensively and defensively to pretty well seal this football game.
So third down and 7. Tell gives it to Holzman, and Holzman at the 25. Fourth down coming up.
Yeah, they're going to be able to milk up another 30 seconds off the clock here, so we'll be inside of a minute once they run this fourth down play.
So fourth down coming up for Jasper. Clock is down, play clock down to 15 seconds, 1:05 on the game clock. And let's see what the Cats do here, of course. Obviously wanting to work that down, and they're going to call the timeout of their own. Yeah. So these last, 2 minutes or so of this game, we're going to last in about 10 in real life time, but so all the timeouts, but that is what it is.
Well, I'll tell you, the thing is, Carey, with this football win, it's huge from this standpoint because we faced some adversity and we answered it. I think that, for you to be able to grow as a football team, you got to be able to face games like this. I mean, I don't think you learn anything by blowing out Central 35-0 or Bossy and everything else. But you get in tight football games, and just like last week, we were down by a touchdown and we marched down the field and scored. We didn't get the 2-point conversion, but we're at least going for it, So, I think it's unbelievable what the Wildcats have been able to do over the last 2 weeks. But this is going to be really what they need, these types of football games going into the postseason, because I honestly think that Jasper's got a great opportunity to win this sectional, based on the teams that are out there, and everybody's just talking about Wrights, how good they are, or, that they should be the favorite. But again, Wrights is not playing very good football, and Jasper's being extremely competitive in these tight games.
Yeah, they kind of come a new ball club these last couple of weeks. Playing Castle the way they did last week, and nearly coming up with a big victory. As we tell, we'll roll it, and he'll fire a pass that is knocked down.
Okay. That's a dangerous situation there, because you're just kind of throwing it out there. Butel's got he's got to think smarter on that, because again, he just heaved the ball out there. That gets picked off, and next thing you know, there's nothing but green in front of him. That's just one where it's just, roll out to the right, run as much clock as you can. But boy, that's a very dangerous play there. So Cat's got a break.
He had a lot of real estate in front of him. Was he able to haul that in? And so who knows? That would have totally
been
changed.
bad.
Obviously, it'd been disastrous. So, North has the football with 45 seconds to go. 1st and 10 at the 25. So Grayson out of the shotgun, of course, and he will keep it and take it to the 30. And he stays in bounds at about the 38-yard line.
Yeah.
And clock continues to run. Actually, they stopped the clock, I guess, to move the chains. So.
Well, here's the deal. It's like if they you got to clock it there to stop the clock. But I'm just saying, if they are able to get another 10, 15, 20 yards, I don't know what kind of arm he's got to be able to make that Hail Mary play. That's really what they're playing for.
So he will
now they do it.
Spike the football with 34 seconds to go now.
I tell you what, I think they got.
Does North have
they got
any
robbed about
timeouts
5
left?
seconds, I think.
They're out of timeouts.
Yeah, they're out of timeouts. So.
Okay.
But I think they got, because I think when they initially stopped it, wasn't it at 39 seconds?
I believe so,
Yeah,
but they took 5 seconds off just on that spike. I suppose, I guess.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
Either way, 34 seconds to go on the clock. 2nd down and 10. At the 36. Grayson rolls.
Got pressure.
Grayson throws.
Yeah, there we go.
And it's incomplete. That'll bring up 3rd down now with 29 seconds to go.
Yeah, good coverage down the field there. Again, I don't think throwing the football is Grayson's strength. So, that's kind of where they're forcing this situation. I guess I don't know. Would you maybe think about bringing 10 Barge in just for, to see if he can do something? Because he throws the ball a little bit better than what Grayson does. But
Grayson's just a more bulkier kind of running guy with his kind of just more girth to him. And 29 seconds. Grayson out of the gun on 3rd down. Looks like a neat double pump. Actually, I was
flag.
Okay. Flag was down.
All right, but in that situation, he's got to race towards the sideline there, because he's got to stop the clock, and I think he had plenty of space there to be able to get close to that 1st down.
Okay, I thought you said something about a flag.
They did throw a flag.
They did? Okay, I was seeing where it was at.
It's right over there on the opposite side at the 33.
All right, well, let's see what the indication is here, and it's going to be
roughing the
intentional grounding.
Oh.
That's intentional grounding. I guess maybe did he throw past the line of scrimmage?
That might have been it.
He might. It's a loss of down.
Yeah, it's a 5
That's
yard.
Bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and you're right, loss of down. Huh. The way he did that, I was like roughing the passer.
Yeah.
Where was that?
The only way that could have been was if he threw the ball past the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
So.
All right.
Because he didn't throw it to anybody on the sidelines. 4th down. Grayson out of the gun. He will keep it, and he will take it short of the 1st down marker at about the 20. about the 46, and Jasper's got to win this ball game.
Absolutely.
So the Wildcats are now in position, obviously, to win this game with 15 seconds to go, leading at 28-20. So,
well, I don't understand what he was thinking there whenever he ran towards the sideline, because you needed that extra 3 yards. He cuts up, and it's going to stop the clock. I know there's not much time, but that was your last opportunity. You know what I mean?
All right.
Yeah.
So 15 seconds ago, as we said, Jasper obviously will go into the so-called victory formation, as they say, to run down these last 15 ticks and come away with their 4th victory of the year as they head into the regular season finale next week, senior night at Jerry Burr Alumni Stadium. As Butel puts the knee down, the clock will expire. The Jasper Wildcats come away with a 28-20 lead, Craig, here at Bundren Stadium.
Yeah, the impressive thing is really the response of the Wildcats. Again, North really had some things rolling there in the second half with their offense, and just kind of with the change of the quarterback and really just focus on the run. And, it finally got in a situation where it's like, you have to respond to that. And North gets a score. We blocked the extra point. That was a huge play there, to keep the lead. And then, to get that touchdown, and then the defense to hold for a couple times. So it's an impressive win for the Wildcats. So, it's just one of those games where it's like, it looked like Jasper was going to dominate in the first half with the two-score lead. And, that's the thing. You got to face adversity in football games like this. And I think Jasper did an outstanding job of just really kind of keeping their composure, staying with the game plan. And that's why we got a win on the board tonight.
So the victory is, that's a big one, obviously, as we said, leading into the final game of the regular season with that momentum.
Right.
And 2 weeks in a row now, they've come through on close ball games.
Mm-hmm.
And a little short last week, but had a well-positioned with that late score. And anyway, and then this week with what we saw unfold this evening. So,
no doubt about it.
Like I said, with sectional coming around in a couple of weeks. The draw will come out on Sunday, and of course the Cats play in the sectional. That includes Wrights, Boonville, Washington, and of course Boise, Central, and who am I forgetting? Harrison. And I'm missing somebody. We only have a 7-team sectional. So one thing it's going to be interesting to see is there's a possibility of a bye.
Well, that's the thing. Somebody's going to get an advantage there. But one thing I'm kind of excited about is, I'd love to play Boonville again. We haven't played Boonville in years,
for fun games.
Yeah. Washington, I know that we've dominated them over the years and all that. So,
and they're not half bad this year. They've improved this year.
Oh, 5-2 coming into tonight. So, yeah, absolutely. And you hope you get to that championship game, Jasper Wrights, so that would be an exciting football game there. But, it could also be a first-round game, so you never know.
Well, it boils down to the luck of the draw, and that's what the beauty of, I say of Indiana high school athletics.
Right.
I mean, people hate the draw. They think things ought to be seeded and whatnot. I say no. I love the draw and so forth. So I think it's the fun part of it. It's the anticipation of it.
Oh, I agree. And the thing is, if you talk about seeding, that's a little it's subjective.
High school,
Exactly. I know.
This isn't the NCAA.
I know. What are you going to do? Say total points here?
We're not going to have Joe Lenardi's of high school football.
Exactly.
Sitting there making picks on and so forth. So, once again, the final score, Jasper comes through with a 28-20 victory over Evansville North here on the road at Bundren Stadium. It closes out a long stretch of road games for Jasper here in 2024. Season started out with back-to-back home games, and then 5 of the next 6 games on the road, but we will finish at home next week against the Alice's of Old Vincennes, arch rival for the season finale at Jerry Brewer Alumni Stadium and Joe Roletter Field. That game will kick off at 7:30 next Friday at Jasper, and of course you can see it here next Friday, I should say, but anyway, next Saturday at 10 a.m. here on 18 WJTS. For Craig Schneider and Jeremy Marcos, I'm Carey Schneider. Once again, the final score, Jasper 28, North 20. So long, everybody.
The preceding was a special presentation of 18 WJTS TV. High school football on WJTS is proudly brought to you by Eubelor Chevy and Eubelor Toyota, Liuna of the Indiana Laborers District Council, Just Whimsy, Meyer Truck Equipment, DuBois County Tire, Mann Enterprises, Carpet Warehouse, and Meringer's Plumbing, Heating, and Air, and 18 WJTS, a DC broadcasting company.